Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for Wlbt Plus. My name is Kara Shirley. I'm your digital news desk host. We are here today, fixing to go into the courtroom where Carly Gregg is going to be there for some pretrial motion hearings. She goes to trial rather next week. Trial will begin next Monday, and today they are going. Before the judge. They had their deadline yesterday to file any pretrial motions, and we're going to go before the judge today to see about the motions that were filed and what is going to be happening with them. So Carly Gregg is accused of killing her mother, Ashley Smiley, back in March here in Rankin County and shooting her stepfather. They're charging her with attempted murder for her stepfather. And then she is also charged with tampering with evidence. She is looking at getting 2 life sentences for the murder charge and the attempted murder charge. Also, Carly Gregg had a plea deal that was given to her and she rejected it. They offered her 40 years and she rejected that. So now she is looking at 2 life sentences, possibility of getting 2 life sentences should the jury find her guilty. She is planning to plead insanity for these charges. Uh, but we'll see how that goes. Again, trial starts next week. And right now we are just waiting for the trial or the pretrial hearing to get started today. It is set to start at 1:20, no, I'm sorry, 1:30. So we are a few minutes early here. But we are just waiting for that to get underway. Some stuff that I've learned about Carly Gregg over the past few weeks, something I did not know, was not aware of, is that Carly Gregg was actually voted Student of the Month at her school at Northwest Rankin Middle School back in September of 2020, I believe. And she was Student of the Month there. She also skipped a grade. I did not realize that either. Carly Gregg skipped 4th grade. She's a very intelligent young lady. She received a 30 on her ACT when she was 13 years old. She's very smart, very smart, very she's just smart. She's just a very smart girl. So this is a very sad situation, not only for the lives that were lost, but this child. She is now 15 years old. She was 14 years old when this the murder happened, and it's just sad to see this happening for her and what happened with her mother. Such a life wasted. But we are waiting now for the court to get started. That is set to go at 1:30. So I'm going to check and see where we are with that. I will be right back. All right, we are back in the courtroom now. They're getting ready to get started, and Carly Gregg is going to be entering the courtroom in just a little bit. She has a hearing for pretrial motions. Her trial is set to start on Monday, and she will be taking her chances with a jury here in the state of Mississippi on two counts. Well, I'm sorry, three counts actually. One count of murder, one count of attempted murder, and then one count of tampering with evidence. She has the potential to receive 2 life sentences with the murder and the attempted murder charge. She did get an offer for 40 years, and she rejected that plea deal. So now she is going to be going before a jury starting on Monday. And right now we're waiting for her to come into court. She's in Rankin County courtroom, Judge Dewey Arthur, and having the pretrial hearing motions. They had a deadline yesterday to get all of those pretrial motions filed. And now today we are going to wait for the judge to enter the courtroom, for Carly to enter the courtroom, and take it from there. So if you are unfamiliar with Carly Gregg and what has happened back in March here in Rankin County, she allegedly killed her mother, Ashley Smiley, and then shot her stepfather, Heath Smiley. Um, and her mother was a teacher at Northwest Rankin. So was Carly. Carly was a student there at Northwest Rankin, and so now we are just waiting to find out what happens along with everyone else. What is the pretrial hearing motions going to be? What are the decisions going to be on them? And how is this trial going to play out? Again, she said to start trial next week, next Monday, and we're going to be following that with you guys the entire way through. So right now we're seeing some action in the courtroom, looking to see, waiting for Carly to enter, waiting for the judge to enter and get the pretrial hearing started. As soon as either the judge or Carly enters the courtroom, we'll go straight into there. But if you guys are tuning in, we do appreciate you watching again. I know a lot of people are focused more on tropical storm, possibly future hurricane Francine right now. We're going to have our first alert weather team in here at 2:30 today for you to give you a detailed look at that forecast for the storms. We're going to be following it all the way through here at WLBT, and we're going to be here for you. But we're all going to bring you this right now, waiting for Carly Gregg and Judge Dewey Arthur to enter the courtroom so that we can get started on her pretrial hearing. We're going to go ahead and go into the courtroom right now. So if you're watching there, we're waiting for Carly and the judge to enter the courtroom right now. We got Carly's, one of our attorneys there on the screen, and it looks like maybe Carly is going to be coming in We know she'll be entering through that door. That's what we're waiting on, for her to come into the courtroom for her pretrial hearing, motions for pretrial hearing for pretrial motions. Let me get those words straight. Carly is going to be going before the judge today. We're going to find out what's going to happen, find out what uh, motions were filed, and see what the judge has to say about them. Again, her trial starts next Monday, and WLBT Plus and will be there the entire way with you guys, taking you through the courtroom and through the trial. She is accused of killing her mother, Ashley Smiley, shooting her stepfather, Heath Smiley. She is looking at a murder charge for her mother. She's looking at attempted murder for her stepfather, and then a third charge of tampering with evidence. She could receive up to 2 life sentences in prison, and she is being tried as an adult. The murder happened when she was 14 years old. She is 15 now. She's had a birthday while she's been in jail, but she is going to be tried as an adult here in the state of Mississippi for the crimes that she allegedly committed. This happened back in March. We've been following it since the day that this all started. Back March 23rd, I believe, is the day that the crime was committed. So we're going to take you back into the courtroom now. Carly should be coming out in just a moment. The hearing was set to start at 1:30. It is currently 1:34. So it should get started here in just a moment. We're going to take you back into the courtroom. And if you are just now tuning in, again, what we're waiting for is the hearing for pretrial motions for Carly Gregg. It was scheduled to begin at 1:30. We're running a little late. It's 1:38 right now. But Carly and Judge Dewey Arthur should be entering the courtroom momentarily. Of course, once they enter, we're cut straight into there. But there's a pretrial hearing, pretrial motion hearing that is happening today. The attorneys had until yesterday to file all the motions for any pretrial for pretrial motions yesterday, and today they would go before the judge to see what his decision or his ruling will be on those. Carly is set to start trial on Monday, and she is facing 2 life sentences for the alleged murder and attempted murder of her stepfather, murder of her mother, attempted murder of her stepfather. Carly Gregg was 14 years old when the crime was committed. She is now 15 years old, but she is going to be tried as an adult here in Rankin County. The murders happened back in March. We've been following it here at Wlbt since it began, since it happened, and we're going to be with you all week next week while the trial is happening. Don't know exactly how long it's going to take. Now, Carly did receive a plea deal from the state, and she rejected it. They offered 40 years, and Carly rejected that plea deal. So she will be taking her chances in front of a jury, and she's actually planning to plead insanity for the crimes that she allegedly committed. We'll know next week, hopefully, that what the outcome will be of that. But right now, we are just waiting for them to get into the courtroom so we can get started with their pretrial hearing. I'm going to take you back into the courtroom right now, and hopefully it will get started fairly quickly.